I have been juggling about 4 projects for the last year or so, and when you juggle projects like that, you have to pick and choose what to work on later. And the Warlords of Draenor Talent Grid Maker was one of the things which I chose to work on later. Now, to be fair, I did try to get that project out of the way around July, but my efforts were complicated by the fact that Google won't let me update the application. I pretty much can't make any changes to my older site. I can't even update the front page to tell people using the Mists of Pandaria Talent Grid Maker what's going on. Basically, I've had to make a whole new site, but that new site is working now. There's a link to it in the description. Before I forget, I should say that in the new Talent Grid Maker, there's a new button that says Import Grid from Mists of Pandaria. Click on that, and it'll ask you to enter the ID of the grid that you want to import. If you look at the edit window for the Mists of Pandaria Talent Grid Maker, the grid ID is in big numbers right up at the top. Just copy that and paste it in the dialog and it'll import everything. Well, almost everything. You'll have to specify the class. Oh well. Also, that Brony game that I've been working on for so long, I have finally got it uploaded to Static Void Games, ready for anyone who wants it to download it. There's a link to a YouTube page with more information and a link to the download site if you're interested. As promised, that video is on a different channel. I've called that channel Look Out Here Comes Tom, which, well, you'd only understand that title if you were a Brony yourself. But in any case, this channel is still for World of Warcraft. On that note, considering there are going to be some huge healing changes that are already here, I figure I should give you guys my overall impression of them. Before I tried it out, I decided to read up on the forums, and I found out that the general consensus is that Holy Paladin's tank healing is too strong, our group healing and our Holy Power finishers are too weak. So I tried healing a little after patch 6.0.2, because I wanted to see if that talk was true. I started off by trying to heal in Siege of Orgrimmar looking for raid. I stuck mostly to tank healing and tried a little group healing here and there, and it felt like I was making a much bigger difference when I was tank healing than when I was group healing. But then again, this being looking for raid late in the expansion, I couldn't tell for sure when there were 5 other healers, so I tried a few heroics where it was just me doing the healing. In the environment of heroics, I did not find the finishers impressive or visceral, as one player once described a Sumpar Shield of Righteousness spell a few years ago, but even when it was just me doing the healing, I didn't quite feel the whole bad at group heals thing. Maybe that had something to do with the fact that I was healing easy Mists of Pandaria heroics while geared in Siege of Orgrimmar looking for raid gear, but even when the tank was charging packs of mobs one after the other as fast as his sprints could carry him, and the spiky damage was coming in hard and fast, I had no difficulty getting the 5-man group back to full health. Healing after patch 6.0.2 felt very different, but not really worse. Our mana paradigm is totally different. Our passive regeneration is so high that we get mana back when we use our slow heals. If you want to spend mana on making headway against health bars going down, then you need to cast your fast heals and group heals. Having played it a little bit, my opinion is that we need to have our finishers rethought so that they're more strategic and more visceral. One possibility is adding a shield component on top of World of Glory, but, well, that's just a thought. And I just have to say it. Seal of Command is a joke. I can understand removing seals from Holy Paladins in general. I hate it, but I understand it. But honestly, leaving Seal of Command hanging there like a little hanging chad instead of taking my Seal plus Denounce idea is just a stupid joke. I'm sorry. I just had to say that. I realize it's much more important that Holy Paladins, or really any healing class, be able to heal effectively than it is that we don't have useless spells whose very presence pokes fun of a nifty but secondary idea like my Seals plus Denounce idea. And from what I've heard on the grapevine, Paladins and Priests are the only classes good at healing, and Warriors and Death Knights are the only classes good at tanking. I find that hard to believe, to be honest. And even if it's true now, I don't see it being true for long once Warlords of Draenor goes live. After all this time, Blizzard knows that they need to jump on problems like that. And probably a few minor tweaks is all it takes to fix those kinds of problems. In any case, I have pre-ordered and pre-downloaded Warlords of Draenor, and I am looking forward to the launch. See you guys around the World of Warcraft.